So I really love French food, and tonight I'm going to make a delicious French dish called Tartiflette. Okay, so to get this dish started, we're going to take a large pot of water. We're going to want to boil some potatoes. And here I have about 2.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, peeled. You're going to want to peel those. And we're going to put them in the water. We're going to bring that up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it down to a simmer and let those sit in the pot probably 15 to 20 minutes or until they're fork tender. Okay, so once the potatoes are done, you want to strain those and let them sit to cool down. While we're cooling those down, we're going to take our bacon. I'm going to throw that in the pan. We want to cook that down until it's almost done. Alright, so the bacon's right about where we want it. I'm going to leave the bacon grease in there. Use your own determination when it comes to bacon grease. I don't have too much in here. You want to keep a couple tablespoons in there, but if your bacon renders off a lot more bacon grease than that, obviously you want to drain off all your excess, leaving again about 2 tablespoons in the pan. So that's where I want the bacon to be. From there I'm going to throw my onion in. We're going to let that reduce down, caramelize. Alright, I'm going to take about a teaspoon of salt, throw that in there. I'm also going to take some pepper. And continue to let that cook down. It's going to take a while. Don't rush it, just let it go. And kind of make sure it's stirred around. You don't want the bacon sitting on the bottom. You already got that pretty much cooked. So probably wouldn't hurt either to actually pull the bacon out if you wanted to. You could actually finish cooking the bacon and then just pull it out, set it aside. But either way, it's fine if you want to leave it in the pan. Just need to throw the onions in a bit earlier. And another thing you're going to want to do while you're cooking this is you want to preheat your oven to 375. Okay, so this onion mixture is getting really close to where I want it to be. I'll probably cook them for a few more minutes. Get all these onions reduced down. So I'm going to give those a couple more minutes and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so these onions are just about done. I'm going to take a teaspoon of thyme. Put that in there. Let that go for a minute or so it starts getting aromatic. Now I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of white wine. Basically just going to continue to cook that till that white wine deglazes the bottom of the pan and is absorbed by everything else. And thyme is not a traditional ingredient in this. I just really love thyme. Never have enough thyme. And here I'm gonna turn the heat off. I'm gonna set this aside off the heat. And we're gonna move on to preparing the actual dish for baking. Okay, so once the potatoes are cool, we're gonna want to slice those real thin slices. Alright. Next we're going to take some butter. Basically going to butter the baking dish. From here you want to take about 2/3 of the potatoes you got and just layer the bottom layer of the pan. And I'll show you what this looks like when I'm done. So just kind of layer in the pan. You want to kind of slightly overlap them. And there you're going to take your bacon and onions, and we're going to spread that right over the top of that. From there, we're going to take the rest of our potato and we'll just layer that over the top. Alright. Okay, so for the next step here I have some creme fraiche. Take about a couple ounces of this. And we're just going to spread that all over the top. Actually, I'll use this whole jar. So about 4 ounces. I'm going to take Gruyere cheese. Grate that over the top of that. So, still not sure if this is a main dish or a side dish. I mean, it's almost like au gratin potatoes, just French style. So, you say probably, if you go back and look at my coq au vin video, you could probably use this as a side dish for that. Or it's got bacon in it, so you got your meat. You can use it as a main dish. In fact, some of the websites I've looked at actually recommend this as a main dish with just a side dish, a salad or something. So, entirely up to you. Alright, so, get the Gruyere in there. Now we're going to get to our Brie. Let me get this out of here. Alright. So with the Brie, I got an 8-ounce round of Brie. I'm going to take and cut that in half. I'm going to slice it right down the middle, long ways. Creamy. Do that with both of them, both halves. And we're just going to take this and evenly place them on top of the dish. And that is basically it. We're going to throw this in the oven, 375. We're going to let it cook for about 45 minutes. Alright, so that's what it should look like. So we're going to throw this in the oven. I'm going to take and put this on top of a baking pan just in case it bubbles over. It looks like that's pretty over full. So we're going to cook that for about 45 minutes. So we'll set the timer 45 minutes and we'll come back probably in about a half hour and we'll check on it. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes. I'm going to pull this dish out, take a look at it. Let's pull the whole thing out. Pull everything out. I'll get it all up here. Oh my god, that looks just golden brown and delicious. Cheese is bubbling. So there you have the French dish, Tartiflette. Hope you like my video. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. And if you want to try this recipe for yourself, I'll put it down in the description down below. I hope you do try it. It's a very delicious dish. Oh my god, if I could, I'd move to France. And if Hillary gets elected president, I probably will. So, anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you soon.